Minecraft, a game where you can do anything, explore anything, and literally build anything. But if it is really a game where you can do anything, why is it sometimes a bit boring? Technically, Minecraft shouldn't be considered boring because you can, like I said, you can do anything you want. But usually it sometimes is considered boring. And there are some things that you can do to actually not find Minecraft boring. But there is one thing that sometimes does cause this boredom of Minecraft. But before talking about that, I'd like to talk about the 2-week phase. It's a ongoing Minecraft meme of basically people just feeling like playing Minecraft, and they only play on a server with friends for about 2 weeks and then they basically just leave. The main things that happen is basically just beating the game, and every single time that this happens, you usually make a different world basically. And I feel like the main reason of this is because the early game of Minecraft is so interesting, and it's honestly a really fun part of the Minecraft experience. And yeah, like I said, it usually ends up just beating the game in the end, but after that people usually get bored. And I think the main reason why people get bored is the fact that the only goal of these 2 weeks is basically just to beat the game, and usually after that there is no more goal and it sort of becomes boring, because I've experienced things like that. But I feel like there is one main fix, and basically it's just taking things a bit slower and actually progressing by building things and things like that. And a great way to do that is a forever world. What I mean by a forever world is basically a world that you mainly play on, and that's where you build all your stuff. Typically in a forever world, the main goal is not to beat the game. That is one of the many goals that you can have in a forever world, but this is a world that you'll be playing on for a long time, so you don't need to beat the game in the first few days. Sometimes beating the game is good to get resources like shulker boxes, but that shouldn't be the overreaching goal. The overreaching goal is basically just to have fun and actually enjoy the experience. Now, some other things you can do if Minecraft is actually feeling boring as a whole, you can basically do a lot of other things. For example, there are hundreds of mods on things like CurseForge and Modrinth that you can play, and they're so cool. For example, like Cobblemon, where it's basically just Pokemon in Minecraft. And these are just really fun to play if you just don't want to play normal survival. But if you do want to play normal survival but are just getting bored, there are so many built-in challenges from the advancements tab that you can just try and do. And some of these are really easy, but some of these are really hard. You can also do a lot of different challenges like hardcore mode, which is a little bit easy, but it can also be quite challenging because you can only die once and then you lose the world. You can also find other challenges or give yourself different challenges that maybe are not in normal Minecraft, and basically you can just create these different challenges and do them. Some other things you can do if you're bored of normal survival Minecraft is you can go on different servers like Hypixel or MCC Island and basically do all the fun mini games. And I love to play things like the PvP and parkour, even if I'm not the greatest at them. And it's fun to basically just challenge yourself if you don't want to gather resources and stuff like that in normal survival, where you can just play existing built mini games. Another thing you can do is just have fun with friends or just do random things. Like for example, just PvPing even though you're really bad, just exploding everything. It can be really fun, especially if you're playing with others, just to do some random PvP with no consequences on a random world where you can just destroy everything you want. Or you can do some technical redstone. Another thing you can do is if you're playing on a forever world and you want basically to just start fresh, instead of basically just leaving that world, you could even just fly very, very far and basically with an elytra and then just throw it into lava and basically start fresh. You're still on the same world, but you can basically just start somewhere fresh, and you can also even do a command to remove all your advancements to basically make it seem like it's brand new. So those are some ways that you could get over this boredom of Minecraft and actually enjoy the game a bit more. So, is Minecraft really boring? Well, it's quite complicated, but technically, no. Technically, anything can really be boring, but if you want to play Minecraft but just find it boring, you can honestly do any of these things, especially PvP or just doing random things with friends, just blowing things up. So, at the core, Minecraft is a really fun game, and of course, you can get bored of anything. But do you have any other ways that you basically cure this boredom of Minecraft? So let us know and make sure to subscribe.